This is PNN, Positive News Network, where we are finding hope in every headline.
We don't want to ignore problems. We just want to help you focus on the positive. Body image isn't only something we carry on the outside. It can consume our thoughts every single day. In this episode, we're exploring the invisible mental load that so many people live with and why learning to care for ourselves starts long before anything changes on the scale. Let's look for the silver lining together. Let's talk about, and I know you're going to, with this one, the constant mental load around food and appearance. Food is never just food. It's decisions, guilt, justification, planning, resisting, explaining. Add clothes, mirrors, photos, chairs, and seating into that mental loop, and it becomes a near constant background noise that drains energy and joy.
My goodness. Yeah. If that doesn't force you into a position of acceptance, at least, I don't know what else would, because that's constant chatter. Oh my, without even including anybody else or anybody else's thoughts about you. That's you looking in a mirror. That's you trying your clothes on. That's you trying to figure out what you're going to eat and how many calories does it have. Constant mental chatter. Beating ourselves up. Must make this decision. Must have this food. Well, no, not that one because it has too many carbs. And that happens day in, day out for so many people, myself included. And I think that as of late, I am being pushed into a place of acceptance. And I believe that it's getting me closer, at least, to making wiser decisions with my health. Because I'm not there. I'm getting to a place of acceptance where I can say, this is the body that I currently have. And I would like to make wise decisions about how to take care of this one. It's the only one I get, without bashing myself for being where I'm at. So acceptance. Sometimes the silver lining is getting to a place of acceptance.
I think so. So the next one, good with going on?
Sure.
Okay. Social judgment disguised as concern. Comments framed as help. Have you tried blah, blah, blah? I'm just worried about your health. Can feel like a moral judgment. It creates shame, defensiveness, and isolation, especially when it comes from people who don't understand the full picture. There's some tension there.
Maybe.
Purpose.
Maybe a little bitterness there.
So, yeah. How? Pull the positive out of social judgment.
Mm-hmm. So, judgment is not certain there. In fact, whenever you say that they're being judgmental about it, you're judging them for being judgmental, right? Mm-hmm. It very well may be coming from a place of love and concern. And that alone is a silver lining. You have people that are checking in on you and wanting you to feel better.
That's the silver lining.
Yeah.
Right there. It is tough sometimes to take that in and really focus on that. I would say that for sure. I don't have a whole lot of people who actually push at me to eat better. Mm-hmm. It's really like all mine. But maybe that's in part because I have said multiple times out loud and to many people, I can say I'm fat all day. I don't need you to tell me I'm fat.
Yeah.
I don't need your help.
So this goes back to the one that we just talked about and adding to the silver lining from the prior statement. It's still, whether it's your constant chatter in your brain or a stranger on the street or a loved one, it still comes from a place of love and wanting you to be better, right? Even our most critical comments to ourselves, it comes from a place of our anxiety brain, our anxious brain, wanting us to survive whatever situation we put ourselves in, heavyweight, diabetes, whatever the case may be. That's us, maybe not in the most loving way, but trying to push to, hey, do better. You're not in a good place. You could do better. You could make better decisions. You could eat healthier. You could get out and move more. Even with the criticizing chatter that is happening in our own brains, I do still believe that it comes from a place of love and concern.
Yeah. Okay. And so that is a good silver lining, that there really are people who care. And if there are people who don't care, then they're not saying anything anyway.
Or if there are people that maybe it's not coming from a place of concern, which is possible, I suppose. Maybe they're looking at you thinking you're fat and that's disgusting. The silver lining there is that I don't have to choose them to be company for me.
Yeah.
They just pointed out to me that I don't want to spend time with them. And that they are the kind of person that I would not choose to honor with my presence, because you are rude and mean, and you're not coming at me from a place of love and concern. You're making assumptions that I'm lazy, or that all I do is sit around and eat bonbons and watching TV. And you have no idea, what I've been through to even be at this weight.
Yeah. That's a pretty common misconception, is that anyone who is overweight is just lazy and eats too much.
Yep.
And I for sure could move more, without a doubt. I know that I can. But there was a point, and you'll recall this, where I was a gym bunny. I was going to the gym probably 5 days a week. Not just one class. I was doing aerobics classes, Zumba, body flow. I was doing lifting, so body pump.
All the things.
I was doing all of the things. And well, yes, there was some weight loss associated during that time. Absolutely. I will certainly own that. I just still never got, I never got to the same place that my friend was at, and that's the thing, is that we're all very, very different. And my friend, love her dearly. She just was starting from a different place. And I had to remind her frequently, because she wanted me to be able to do the same things that she could in the classes. Well, why don't you just, lift this heavy? Well, my dear, it's because I'm already carrying 100 extra pounds.
Yeah.
There's a reason that I can't do the same things as you. So, yeah, that is for sure a common misconception about just eating too much and laziness. It's not always about that. Look, it was kind of tough tonight, y'all.
Man, it was.
You had a rough time.
I will say I'm tired.
She's very sleep deprived right now.
Yeah, it took me a second.
But even with that sleep deprivation, I know you can't see her, but I bet you can hear it. She's still smiling.
Yep.
Got that beautiful smile.
Almost always.
Because positivity. It's a good thing.
Yeah, go check out the Glimmer. Number one, the Glimmer 1.
Glimmer 1.
Yeah, focus on the positive.
Yeah, it's a really good one. So, yeah, it's somewhere in the channel. Go find it. Just look for PNN Glimmer 1. All right. This is us signing off. Whoop, whoop. And we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for listening.
Here are your takeaways for today. Acceptance isn't giving up. It is giving yourself a new place to begin. When we stop spending our energy fighting ourselves, we finally have the capacity to truly care for ourselves. Whether the criticism comes from your own mind or from someone else's words, take a moment to ask yourself, what do I actually need right now? Maybe it's healthier choices, maybe it's rest, maybe it's compassion, maybe it's simply responding to that inner critic with kindness instead of believing everything it says. Even when that inner voice is harsh, it's often trying, albeit very poorly, to protect us from pain, rejection, or illness. We don't have to believe everything it says, but we can become curious about what it's afraid of and respond with compassion instead. And if someone judges you without knowing your story, let that information be about them, not a definition of you. You don't have to earn your worth by changing your body. Your worth has always been there, and it always will be. From a place of acceptance, you can make decisions that honor your health, not because you hate yourself, but because you're learning to care for yourself. Until next time, be gentle with yourself. I bet you're doing better than you think.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope you found value in our labor of love. We will be back soon with another video, so turn on those notifications and don't be a stranger. Until then, please remember, it may not always be easy, but you can always choose love.